I'll be honest, a lot of people in the UK won't even like know what lacrosse is. Know what I mean?
Right.
To be honest, a lot of people back home won't even really know what it is. So if you want to give like a quick
For sure.
intro.
And I'll give a shout out too. So lacrosse is a Native American game. So it was created thousands of years ago by the Haudenosaunee people. They're known as the Six Nations. For records go all the way back thousands of years. And it was played as a form of medicine. They played it for the creator. They played it to also solve conflict and disputes. And it was typically done, the sides were made between the elders and the younger, and the elders were basically designated if you had a kid or not. And then what happened as colonists came over to North America, and at the time they're French colonists, they saw this game and they created the secular version of it that we play today. And they're like, wow, this looks really special. Old sticks used to just be welded from hickory wood out of a tree, and it's a very spiritual game that natives still play today. There was a Canadian, a French Canadian, his name was George Beers in the late 1800s, that brought the game over to the UK. And so the game has lived in different pockets. I think similarly to how it's viewed at times in the US is viewed in the UK as like this rich exclusive sport. And that's simply because of access and the caste system of wealth that lives in this world, right? And there's the haves and the have-nots. And oftentimes, we've talked this before, it's not just as simple as the wealth divide. The wealth divide kind of feeds the systemic racism around the world and things of that nature. That's why I love football. Global football is like you just need a ball and anyone can play. And you get that in a lot of ways with hoops over here. But hockey, golf, lacrosse, they're difficult to get access to because you have to have the equipment to play and the ice to play on in some cases. So that's all type of stuff that we're trying to change when we build the PLL and tell more people about the game. But anyway, that was the more of the philosophical answer. The
Yeah.
short answer is, man, like this sport is gritty. Like it is, you have a stick that you string on your own, that it's yours. No stick is the same around the world. Different than a basketball, or shared football, or baseball. You have a helmet, you have shoulder pads because you hit. It has a contact of football. I can check you with my stick right across your arms in an attempt to dislodge the ball, even though I'm just trying to put a welt in your arm. And there's two sides playing over four quarters. They're trying to put the ball in the net more than the other team. It's 10 on 10, and yeah, it's just a real badass sport.
So what, you can just whack someone else across the arm with it?
As long as you have the ball, I can give you a good lashing.
Lad, that game would get popular in Liverpool, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lad, people would just be whacking each other, lad. They wouldn't even be going for the ball, just be
I
hitting each
know.
other on the shins.
I know. When I bring some of my friends that haven't played lacrosse to games now, they'll sit down, I give them this field side seat. They look over and they go, "Are you kidding me? That's legal what I just saw. Why would anyone want to play this sport? It seems nuts. You guys have slashes and welts on your back from someone just having a go at you.
Is-
How is that legal?"
Yeah,
So
because what you use, they're heavy as well. You know what I mean? You're getting
yeah,
it with one of them, it's like getting it with a weight.
yeah, yeah. So we have elbow pads and gloves, but I think as you get, there's always this balance. I want to be faster and more and have the most dexterity that I can, which means like smaller pads. But then I'm running the risk of, a little bit more short-term pain after games.
Yeah, but I hope the goalies are padded up then. The goalkeepers.
Yeah, the goalkeepers, they just have a chest protector and they have a throat guard, and those guys stand in the net. And these balls are dense rubber. So it's a heavy ball, and they shoot 100 miles an hour. Fastest shot I think this year went 118. So these things are coming hard, and if you get hit in
118.
the arm, they get hit in the shins, you'll see big welts.
I was gonna
Uh,
say it's like a tennis serve, but obviously a tennis ball's not unlike what you use. Not
that's
unlike.
right. That's right. And we're standing from 10 yards versus cross center court serving, in
Oh
an
yeah, I'm
area.
getting handed the ball. Yeah, wow. Yeah,
You
that's
got it.
hard. That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
gets
For
it.
some people who don't know lacrosse are familiar with it because these balls are used by a lot of physios
Yeah,
to
so
like
it's
pull out the bottom of your foot. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
Those
like
are
on your
lacrosse
shoulder
balls.
and then put the weight on it. I know exactly what you mean there. Is that a lacrosse ball? Yeah. That would, lad, if that got hit at 118 miles an hour and hit you in the shoulder or something, your shoulder's popping out.
Yeah, yeah. If it hits you right in the helmet, it's gonna ring your bell pretty good.
Do you just wear Cups.
Yeah, we wear cups,
Good
especially
job.
defenders. Yeah, it's a similar thing. Kind of run the risk reward analysis because I've never got along well with cups. I think I got away with quite a bit.
Yeah, when I train, I don't really ever put a cup in to train, and there's a couple of times on camera where I've took a couple of nut shots, and I'm like, why don't I wear a cup?
Right, right. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, you flirt with disaster until disaster comes.
Yeah, till it strikes.